Hi everyone, I'm AyeforScotland and today we are checking out the Next Fest demo for Strange Antiquities. Now I was introduced to Strange Horticulture by folks from the community and I absolutely loved it. It was another really good deduction game and we love deduction games on this channel. So today I thought we'd check out this demo. We're going to jump right in. I think it's only the first day or two of the game that we get to play. I've not played it yet, it's just what I've heard, but we're going to jump in and see what the sequel has in store for us. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it's important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising dread. Those crows are fucking loud, holy shit. There we go. Holy shit, cat, right away, best game. Use arrow keys to navigate the shop, very nice. Can we pet the cat? We can pet the cat and the cat purrs. That is a lovely looking window, I already like how it's styled. And I can call up Eli White. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I'm leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Thanks very much. Make use of my reference materials here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstance should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Okay, thanks. Lots of trust there. Thomas Pope. Congratulations! Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. Imagine meeting someone like that in real life. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them, as you should. If you'd be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Use right click on items to inspect them. So we have contents, we've got hunter's boon. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Cool. So I guess we need to have a wee look at what's going on here. Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. Okay, so we're looking for a hunter's boon. We can't get into that locked cupboard. What's this? Yellowy brown, it's a yellowy white colour. I mean, it looks like a tooth. Smooth but with hard ridges, that's smooth. Scent and sound, I have nothing to remark. Oh, okay, so we're flicking through different perceptions, that's fun. I mean, that's a tooth. Gives me a sensation of power. Nice. What about this? Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. So that's without embellishment. So I mean, right away, that's like a tooth. Seems to be up there, I would say, when it comes to the stuff we can select. I don't really see anything else that fits that. I mean, that's like a sculpture thing of a bat. A black gemstone, iron. Yeah, but listen, I feel like this is our hunter's boon, to be honest. I just want to quickly double check my book. Trophies taken from slain beasts. I mean, that looks like a tooth, right? Don't know whose tooth it is, but it's toothy, all right. Nothing to remark. Don't know what teeth smell like. Okay, let's give this a go. Identified. Oh, it's a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gave me a sensation of power. Nice. The Ossic Ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but the practice fell out of favour as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Cool. You can add labels to items while inspecting them. Okay, so that stays in my thing, even though I've just given it out, right? Next up, who we got? Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark is set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Right, let's go to my wee thing, and shadow hold, what have we got? A shadow hold, or Oshadic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box, can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Now we've definitely seen that kicking around. Or at least I thought I'd seen that kicking around. Let's go again. Okay, so we've got kind of like Celtic knot kind of vibes. That's that, isn't it? Yeah, that's it there. But I will inspect it to be sure. My heart feels lighter. It's always good. Raised detailing. And it's bronze. I mean, that looks shadow catchery. I don't know if there's anything else that really fits that. I think that's going to throw us off. Although it does say that they are bottles, aren't they? Can be used to contain a Oshadic spirit, a jar, bottle or some sort of box, which is not that. They almost had me there. See, that's not really the right thing though, is it? Clay, it is a thing. Must be something else. Okay, we've got some funky stuff here. We've got weights. I mean, this is just a charm. This isn't like a... anything. Light coloured wood, it's polished. Warm, loving emotion. Can't get into this. Right, I'm gonna go with this because it's a jar, but I don't trust that that's not the right badge. It's the only thing that's throwing me off here. It's not the right... I mean, if you tilted it on its side... It's the only thing that's a jar, though. I think that's the red herring there. It doesn't... That's not a box. No. Okay, we're gonna... Nice. Good. That was easy. Didn't even have any doubts there. It is a container of some kind. The design on the bottle's the same as the sketch. No, it's not. Liar. A sunbond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Sunbond. Nice. Next up. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? David Schaefer, who was from the previous game, I believe. Can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. What have we got? We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the Boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit. Asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay. Next up, who we got? Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I want to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Okay, moon heart, let's go. A sextrum? Oh boy. A moon heart. Okay, so we need something that is maybe alluded to being called a moon heart? Nope. 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 Sorry, I'm looking for Moonheart, the word specifically. Known as the eyes of the forest, the minds of lesser creatures. Nope. Nope. Well, generally used by the hard of hearing. Nope, no Moonheart there. Heart chamber. Nope. Horn shackle. Still no. Hunter's boon we've done. Black heart curse. Nope. Libula. Nope. Submerged in goat's blood. That's always fun. Ossic ring. Nope. Domitage linked to the inner mind. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or night, like this owl here, which has a warm, loving emotion. It does not smell of anything. And it's... yeah, that's gotta be it, right? Nothing to remark on that. I'm just going to check the other animals. I think that's fine. Nothing to remark on that. It's got to be this boy. Yeah, boom. Carved totem, owl associated with night, and it bears a crescent shape. Yeah, good shout. Oh, I love it. I love it already. If I can't... These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic. The weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They're placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Right, next up, who we got? Edmund Bishop. Behaviour of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into, and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunnos might help me, put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Right, voice of Cernunnos, which I think is a thing. Yeah, there we are. The voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skills, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a torque. Cernunnos wearing his torque. His torque being the thing around the neck. Any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. I mean, that is bronze. The heart is lighter. What's this? Strong sense of being watched. Great. Is that a necklace of paranoia? That is also bronze. But it has nothing really... Such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. So he's typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, often wearing or holding a torque. I mean... that's a torque, I guess. Nothing to remark on that, though. Sense of touch and uneven texture. So it could be that. It's certain imbued properties. I mean, my gut says it's that, and it is bronze. I was going all in on this thing because I was like, oh, it's bronze and it's got like a thing. Like I don't. Nothing of this scent and sound, a sense of touch and uneven texture. I mean, this talks about how, with skill, the item can be used to read patterns. You know what? We're gonna take a swing at this, okay? I'm just fantastic at these. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from Spirit Eyes, believing them to be a window. I'm guessing that's the Spirit Eye there. That should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do show, another layer beneath the visible world perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Nice. Next up, who we got? Pet the Cat. Oh, we're closed for the day. Nice. It was a good first day. That was a flawless first day, might I add. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Back Barrow. I mean, really, really good. Like, already good. Oh. And we get to fall... Oh, I'm doing this with my mouse, this is fun. What am I drawing? Like... Yeah. Shackles? Nice. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Okay. I mean, yeah. Oh, we've got notes and stuff. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door, EW. We have stuff we can put in. Thumbmic fields. All Thumbmic objects produce a field of sorts, although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a Thumbmic lens. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Okay. Gonna pop you back in there. Oh, we've got a compass, because we can explore. We have the map of Undermere. Oh, we're getting like super specific. Last time it was looking across the region map, now we're getting like full on. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So we need to maybe find the prison, I'm guessing? Nope, do not go away. So where are we? Strange horticulture. Hey, strange horticulture's on the map, that's fun. Okay, the old jail, so not the new jail. Museum of History, Spoken Word, Keystone Manor, Market Square, the Twinings, Town Hall, the Blacksmith Guild, the Convent, Windermere Station, the Pit, Mossy Wood, Galfrey's Tower, the Mary Bell, the Bleak Stones. Oh, do we not have... Oh, these are the people as well. Amazing. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli's Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter's found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, largely consists of regular naps, terrorising rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known amongst the town's residents. What a good boy. So, we've obviously got the old jail. Does that mean... Like, we don't know where the actual prison is. If I hit explore here, I can just kind of like look around, which is fun. I can look at my notes as well. I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. So where's Strange Antiquities? That's the wine cellar next door. If we're 29, can we look here? The proprietor, a Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me. I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Oh, God. Okay, we've got some funky stuff. I do like the placement on here. Like, it added that little string. That was good. It was a good wee bit. Now, exploring again... Part of me's like, okay, is the old jail a red herring? Which would make sense, right? Totally would. For me, anyway, it would. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So we're going northwest? I mean, technically northwest is just there. It's one or the other, which is... And then again, it might all be nonsense. The old jail might not even be the current jail. Am I missing the Mary Bell, Bleakstones? Be nice to know what a lot of these were. Like, obviously church and stuff, but like, you know, the Pit could be the prison. Oh yeah, but you got, I've arrested them, they're in the Pit now. Okay, we'll go for this one. I should not have come here, you're correct. And I get the feeling that this one will also be a punch to the face. Oh no, okay. It was between those two. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Imagine you're like just out exploring and you come across the fucking demon hand holding the crazy rock. Okay, order up. Oh, Verona, she's in the other one too. Well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. It was. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out on the wrong side of the bed. Yep. The ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I'm looking for him next time you see him. Pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Sure thing. Oh no! There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines, represented by the following symbols. Celestial has Selenic and Dradic. Diurnal has Diurnic and Noctic. And individual has Mentic and Wixic. Oh, I like Wixic. Okay. We'll definitely need that. We're going to pop these in here. Next order up, Tess Sherwood. I feel paralysed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Okay. Sure. Happy to help. Go to therapy. Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. Okay, so looking at a horned shackle, there is one trinket with horns. This is bronze. They're ridged, which makes me feel like that's not the one I'm after. Let's go again. So that's an elaborate one, but the horns should be smooth. And it's a wearable trinket, right? I mean, that. Okay, there's another one there. How are we feeling? Are we hard and somewhat rough? That's not right either. Do I have access to... Don't know why I would be looking at this. Hard and somewhat rough. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Maybe not the thing that this person needs. Cool. Okay. Is there nothing in here that would be of use? Don't know what this even is. Looks cool. Pointy. Again, also pointy. That's just a stone with twigs wrapped around it. A horned shackle might be the answer. Used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's finger, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. I mean, arguably, is this to... like, is the plan to, like, you rub this smooth eventually? I feel like a strong sense of being watched maybe isn't what the person needs either. Okay, so maybe it's more about the... it will become... Is there anything... hang on. Shit, what was that? We've got cubes that kind of intersect. Protection. I think I might go with this. Because it's... I don't think it's that. This has the horns. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck. You're joking. It is not fucking that thing. It can't be. A sense of being watched? Why would you want that? Unless, is it to like, you're being watched so it galvanizes you to make a change? Good use of galvanizing there. I hope you're impressed. Oh, if this is it, I'm going to be annoyed. No, it's not. Aha. Can't be that thing. It's fucking huge. But maybe. Hard and somewhat rough, cold and smooth. A sense of foreboding. This part feels smooth. You menace! We got there. I was under the impression I had to be warned. That was my own mistake there. A vesture can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. That's pretty neat. Well, I'm glad I didn't fill that woman with a sense of foreboding. Right, David's back in business. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Thanks. Oh, got another note. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plough overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours for the right price, of course. It's almost one, isn't there? Where's the farm at? 20's the pit. Farm. Royston Farm. There we go. And it was John Royston, so... where is 30? 30's here, let's go. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Ooh, a crow with some... Is that the cubes? Is that the protection cubes? Right, next up, what have we got? Stanley Hume, let's go. I want an Ossic ring. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. I mean, yeah. Okay, let's Ossic ring. Nope. Be great if I didn't close that. There we go. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but the practice fell out of favour as belief waned. They're hard to come across now, but they're occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Corcin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. I mean, that's good and all, but I don't have any rings in stock, do I? I guess I just need to, like... Listen, I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Nothing to remark. We need to listen for a hiss. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nope. I mean, it's gotta be, nothing there. I mean, it looks like there would be a little thing like that. Looks like it could be an Ossic ring. Every sound has become both louder and clearer. Okay, nothing to remark on this one. Nothing to remark on this. Unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Macabre objects. Maybe this little fucking thing? Nope. I mean, that's just a bottle. Nothing there. Right, I'm on the edge. If I make a mistake here, I'm gubbed, so... Nothing to remark on this. Nothing to remark on this. I mean, it does have an energy about it. You're not wrong. It has an energy about it. Yep, that's pretty much... Yeah. The weird finger blood crown bowl thing. It does have a certain energy about it, which I can respect. I notice a slight out of body feeling. I mean, that's good. Where is this fucking... This macabre object? and you can hear a hiss. No, nothing. That's polished and rough. Red paint or perhaps blood. Hard and cool. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Okay, so that's gold. Withered flesh is grim. Sense of touch, leathery and bony. Quite unpleasant. I mean, that is a ring. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. It's not a hiss though. You've got nothing to remark on this hand at all. Sounds are muffled in its presence. Nothing to remark. Corkin. Okay, that just says Ossic ring. Okay. Ring? Referenced in Ossic ring. Is there like a symbol for the goddess? Sorry, what is she? She's Corkin. She's got two snakes. She's got squares on her belt. She's the serpent goddess in particular. So you think there'd be something serpenty about it. I mean, that looks a little bit serpenty, the ring. As does that, actually, fuck. Okay, so we've got rebirth there. Why do people have Ossic rings? They were made as offerings to the goddess. Their ability to keep vermin at bay. I'm missing like a really obvious like snake statue, haven't I? Yeah, so Corkin, snakes. Right, let's have a look through this book. Thumbmic disciplines. Nope. Cam, confusion. No, these are just imbuements. Is there like a... swirl, cross, then circle. Hey, bismuth. Antimony, arsenic. Poof. Okay. Okay, so we've got rebirth, we've also got spirituality, we've got... I was going to say heat, but we don't have heat. And that's the end of that book, fuck. Again, this is really weird that I cannot hear the... Ah, hold on. Can I like place... Wait. How'd I use this thing again? All Thumbmic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a Thumbmic lens. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a Thumbmic lens is. How does one... I feel like this is kind of Thumbmic lensy. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them. I thought I was doing something cool there, but I'm not sure if I am. No, not Scooby. What? Ossic ring, macabre object. Maybe this doesn't, like, maybe we try something else? Right, we've done that. Some papers. Maybe I go to the Boatyard, which is where? The Boatyard is 8. Let's go there. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office, where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of browned papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Okay. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent 6 Thumbmic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic and Mentic. Help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Great, love that for us. Apparently as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I've no use for it, he says, don't even know what it's for. Interesting. I swear to God, if this is a fucking Ossic ring. Nothing to remark. You bastard. Engraved symbols. A sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Engraved symbols, engraved symbols. I'm gonna have to look. So that's protection, but what is the... what's that other symbol? Protection from insanity. Valid. I thought I was onto something there, but I wasn't. Somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corkin. They fell out of favour as belief waned. They're hard to come across now, occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corkin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. What in the fuck is that though? Unless these are the fucking... oh god. This has some sort of evil quality to it. A small sound like a serpent's whisper. Fuck! Fuck! I was so focused on all the other stuff. I honestly thought those things in the drawer were for like, oh, what a dumbass. Holgan Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Nice. Alright, next up, let's go. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewellery from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant I could leave lying out for her to find that... leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? I need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers. My decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. So, okay, what have we got? We've got the binding seed. The mind in the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body. The seed, a binding seed, is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Okay, and the other one is Zaya. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon the surface. I mean, it's probably better to put the binding seed. I feel like that's gonna have a slightly better outcome, like feeling a bit guilty, and they go and then, like, repent, I suppose. It has to be they're made of two distinct materials representing Mentic and Wixic. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. It's gotta be this, right? I'm gonna go with this, which is the binding seed. Hopefully that'll prompt something better. Shield charm. Generic charms have protection of little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect, and a Shadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Okay, next up. Pet the cat. Next up. Ennett Burrows. Was this not the arrogant guy in the last game? They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. Wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that were going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he wasn't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedborough? I would say Sedborough. And I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. A libula. Let's see. What have we got? They're purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they're not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative, there is power in symbology as well as the old thaumaturges knew well. Imbuement of wisdom. Wisdom being libula. Okay. Wisdom is that particular thing. Okay. I think this is a libula. Based on this sign. Yep, let's do it. Great. Witch's finger are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They're capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that's cured some and finished off others. Oh, indeed. Can't believe it. Thanks for playing the Strange Antiquities demo. There is a lot more to uncover in the full version of the game, more gameplay elements to discover that we won't spoil for you here, more secrets to unearth, and a sinister plot involving ancient deities, dark articles, and a meddlesome priest that will lead to one of several unique endings. Awesome. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Like, again, that's a wish list for me. I really enjoyed the first game. Second game looks like it's going to develop on it and be a banger. So yeah, that's a wish list. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. I totally understand if you paused halfway through to then go and play it yourself. I imagine you did a little bit better than me, but hey ho, let me know in the comments. Catch you in a bit, folks. Bye bye.